Hello everyone, this is the Sagar Indra and today date is 3rd April 2020 and today our topic is the and today our topic is the difference between static variable and instant variable, static method and instant method, and static block and instant block. We see one by one. Firstly, we see static variable. Before, but we see before firstly the difference the different types of the variable. In Java, there are three types of the variable. First one is the instance variable, second one is the local variable, and last one is the static variable. Here, the local variable is the create and declare inside the method and also parameter of the method. For example, the example of the mostly in created, we have suppose that one method and to create a string name. Here the string name is created inside the method. That's why the string is the local variable. And also to use and pass the parameter of the method, this the parameter is the also local variable. Then the another way of the instance variable. Instance variable is the usually in the class, but outside of the method body, a block of the statement. This process is called as the local variable. Here, the local variable is also used in access modifier, as like to access specifier, as like to public, protected, private, and default. Here, the default the public access modifier usually is instance variable to access the overall in the class. Then the if private access modifier used in the class, usually in the local variable, instance variable, to usually in that is the specific of the private. Then also protected used within the class, and then default is as like to this the method of the class. Here the process here the instance variable. Then the static variable. Static variable is also used in as like to instance variable, but the static variable is used before the static keyword. Here the static variable is also used in access modifier, as like to public, private, protected, and default. That the access modifier is the scope of the as like to instance variable, but the static variable is the used in to only one time. Then the difference between static method and instance method. Also, static method and instance method as like to also used as like to static variable and instance variable. But here the static method are used in the class, and also instance method it is also used in the class, but the instance method is used in method in the method, and it is also called in main method to access all the data of the in method. This is is called as the instance method. Then the static method. Static method is also used in the class, but the static method is used when to load the main class. That's why to not create constructor or object, not need to create constructor or object to call this method, because the static method is to call automatically at the load of the classes. Then but instance method are the not called automatically that the load of the class. Here the last one is the static block and instance block. The mainly difference of the static block and instance block is not any difference, as like to static method and static instance variable. Here the mainly the static variable is the also to access the data in the class, and also in the class and in the method. But here the instance block are the access the data in the body. Here the instance block means to present in the method. Here because method nested method and instance method. But here the static are the not in present in method. Then the mainly difference of the static variable and local variable static variable and instance variable. The mainly difference of the static variable and instance variable. The static variable are to access the static variable, it is not need to create any object or any constructor, which is the directly access in the main method. For example, here firstly in the class static int a. Here to access the directly in main method a, the overall a value are the access in the that time. But at that time, if we want to not create a duplicate value in the static variable. Here the instance variable are the to create firstly object of the class, then the call the method, and that is the access. Then the firstly create the object of the class, and then the these objects are the called in the instance method. This is the main difference of the static and instance variable. Then the static method and instance variable. Static method and instance method. It is also as like to static variable and instance variable. But here the static variable are the to create to not create an object that variable, that the method. But the instance method are to create object. Why? Because the static variable, the static method are not create any object, but instance method are to create object, to create object and to create new copy. That's why to create object in repeating type. Then the static block and instance block. Here also mainly difference has like to but to create static method object to access the whole block of the data. But here the static method are not creating any object. That's why the static method or overall data are accessed in this main method. This is the whole information of the static method, difference between static variable, static method and static block. Thank you.